What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again. It is a bright and sunny Saturday morning here in Maryland, 10:03 a.m. as I'm recording this. Guys, InArt officially dropped an unboxing video of the Lord of the Rings 1/6 Aragorn, the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Rooted Edition. So there's a little bit of divisiveness right now from what I'm seeing online. Some people think it's a disappointment. Some people think it's maybe a slight downgrade. Some people think it's just as good, if not better than the prototype. So we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna go through the unboxing, just skim through because, you know, the full video, you can check out the link in the description below. Check out the full video for yourself, but we're gonna kind of, you know, just preview the certain parts of the video, just kind of give my opinion on what I think this final figure looks like as far as the unboxing is concerned. But again, it's still early days, which we'll talk about. But guys, before we get started, make sure to click the like button, click subscribe down below, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any news like this for 1/6 scale content, news, reviews, live streams, live drops, everything under the sun. So that said, we're gonna start going through this. So they're starting with the standard edition. So that is the sculpted edition. That one retailed for, I believe, somewhere around like $350, something like that. Somewhere around that range. So you can see here with all the InArt figures, they have this little transparent slip cover with some sort of logo on it. In this case, the Lord of the Rings. The box sign is almost identical to Gandalf. It has that sort of the One Ring sort of logo there that you can spin around the name in the middle, and of course the InArt logo on the bottom. You remove, of course, that transparent slip cover, and then you have your packaging. So it's a magnetic on the sides there. Magnetic cover, so you just, you know, it sticks right to it, and then usually you have your instructions at the top and so forth. So for those who've owned InArt figures before, same kind of deal. Everything's packaged safely and securely. You can see there he's got everything, his sword, his sheath, his dagger, all of that is going to be in there, the hands. So the outfit looks pretty nice. Honestly, I'm assuming the head comes, oh, this is the sculpted version, so the head probably is on the body. For the rooted version, the head is probably going to be separate in a case like they always do in a little acrylic container. So in this case, I think, guys, first impressions, look, we're looking at the sculpted right now. From this video, I think it looks pretty good. It's hard to say. We need to see more. We need to see more. But again, I've kind of gotten to the way, this with Hot Toys too, not just InArt. I've done this many times. We overreact. We overreact to initial impressions and initial takes, and then we panic. And we always do this. And I do this my fair share. And I've tried to prevent that. When it's necessary, we panic, but there's the hands. You can see nothing too crazy there, nothing abnormal. There's Aragorn. You can see a wide shot. Still hard to tell kind of the detail. The detail on the outfit from a distance looks great, right? You got a lot of great stuff going on here. The gauntlets look fantastic in terms of the detail. The weathering looks great from a distance, but again, kind of hard to tell until we get a little bit up closer. There's more of the accessories, the base, the swords, more sheath, the bow, stuff like that. So the bow, I'm probably never going to use that for Aragorn. In my review, maybe I can try and see if, you know, I can get him in a pose or two or something if people want to see that. But I don't think many people are going to find themselves using the bow with Aragorn. There's the dagger. From my understanding, these are die cast, but I guess we're going to see when they're actually released. But I think they're going to be die cast from my understanding. So pretty cool. By the way, mine should be shipping in early July, I'm thinking, so pretty excited about that. A lot of great detail on the arrows, as you can see. There's the base, the magnetic base. Very simplistic, simple compared to the Gandalf base, very similar. A simple sort of rectangular base with magnets that are adjustable in the base. So you can see that there's the little black piece. So with Batman, when you get Batman in hand, you'll see you slide this off. There's magnets you can move vertically or horizontally, and you can adjust the magnets to your liking, so you can pose Aragorn to your liking, which is pretty cool. So there's the cape, a polishing cloth, pretty cool. There's the belt. So again, like, I'm already annoyed, and I don't even have the figure in hand yet. Like, why do we keep fucking doing this? Like, I don't understand why this stuff is not done ahead of time. Like, it's a process to assemble these things. Yes, these figures are great. They're premium. They're high end. I'm going to keep bitching about this until it changes. I'm sorry. It's annoying as shit. Like, this shit needs to be done in the factory and before it gets to the customer. And then if they want to go ahead and take the sword out of the sheath, fine, right? But have that available to them so it's just simpler and easier. Maybe, I don't know, you need to put it on the outfit. I don't know. But how many Hot Toys figures do we find ourselves needing to do this type of stuff, right? Hot Toys has clearly perfected that process, and they know they want to make it as easy as possible for the consumer to get that figure out of the box onto their shelf, right? InArt is not quite there yet. They keep trying to make you do all this shit, and it's just, I know it's just a belt. I know I sound whiny, but it's just, trust me, it's annoying. I don't like assembling figures like that. So I'll follow the instructions when I review mine. I'll try to do the best I can. But you know, it's still just a process. Like, why is that belt not already on him? Like, how difficult would that have been to put the belt on him at the factory? Okay, so head sculpt, first impressions, right? So the neck piece looks almost a little bit different. I guess we're gonna have to see. It's hard to tell. The neck piece, the neck is already installed on the sculpted version. I hope they install the neck on the premium version too. Sculpt to me looks good. Again, it's a little bit dim here, a little bit difficult to tell, but I do think the sculpted hair actually turned out pretty good in this case. So I hope the rooted follows suit, because I think honestly the sculpt in the sculpted version looks pretty solid. There's the necklace there. You can see you can slide that right over the neck piece, put it on him, and it slides right in nice and securely. There's the quiver, and of course you have, you can put his bow in there, and of course you can put his arrows and shit like that in there. So pretty cool. At least honestly, you have a bunch of stuff, directions. Now they have a video. Sometimes I've reviewed InArt figures where they didn't always have these videos up, and it was more difficult because I kind of had to figure it out just by the instructions, which is more challenging. So at least to give you a good idea of how to get this accomplished, but that's not too bad. Putting the quiver over the neck, yeah, that's not too bad as long as it's like sort of easy and not a process. But there's the sculpt again. Yeah, I think it looks good. Is it a slight downgrade? Yes. I think this might be the first, we're gonna see, this might be, just from initial impressions, the first InArt figure where we experience an acceptable Hot Toys level of downgrade. Where, you know, Hot Toys, I always say like 5 to 10% of a downgrade from the prototype. InArt, we haven't really experienced that yet. Most of the prototypes have actually improved, or at least maintained the quality level they were advertised to be. And this Aragorn, I think we might have our first taste of a slight downgrade. Like, look at that. Still looks really good, but maybe a slight downgrade, because the original prototype head sculpt was like one of the best head sculpts that I think has ever been shown in prototype form from a licensed company. Of course, there are a lot of good customs out there, but this licensed figures are a little bit different. And I think this one, honestly, is just a slight downgrade, but still acceptable from what I can see in this video. Again, it's kind of dimly lit. Hard to tell. I'm gonna wait for other reviews. Yep, see this, the rooted version does have the head sculpt in the actual acrylic case. And the neck piece is not assembled. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's gonna be another one where hopefully it's easy to get the neck piece in. Some figures it is. Batman, it was pretty easy. Bruce Wayne, it was fairly simplistic. Others, not so much. So like Joker, the first Heath Ledger Joker, oh my God, dude, getting that neck piece in. So accessories, very similar. You can see it's all the same stuff. You know, base, same. They're pretty much just, you know, repeating footage here. You got the cloak, which is pretty cool if you want to put the cloak on him. You know, I think that's a cool look as well. You're gonna have options. So they're showing you the scabbards. It's the same instructions, so we can just fast forward through that. Really, what we want to see is the head sculpt, same necklace, same all that. So all that's good. Let's get to that head sculpt. Okay, so there's the neck piece. Okay, so the neck is in, and they want you to put the ball peg in. Interesting. Okay, this is a little bit different from what, you know, same setup, but more required on you. It's interesting. So the neck is attached to the body, but then you attach the little ball peg to the neck, and then you attach the head to the ball peg thing. Okay, well, not so bad. This hair, I think the hair looks pretty great. Yeah, and then you kind of slide it on there. It's, you know, I think it looks great. So I'm still very excited for this because, again, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I have a massive Sauron statue. I have Gandalf. You know, I have, I'm going to get Legolas for sure. I mean, I have a lot of Game of Thrones stuff, which is obviously inspired by Lord of the Rings. And I love, Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy ever made, in my opinion. So I would love to have more Lord of the Rings statue. I was going to get the half-scale Witch King, but I didn't have space for it. So there's the head sculpt, guys. Closer look. I mean, that still looks pretty fucking good. Let's be real about this. Maybe a slight downgrade from the prototype, but that still looks very strong. That still looks a lot like Vigo. I'm satisfied personally because I've been wanting a high quality Aragorn and a Legolas and a Gandalf for a really long time. And overall, I still think this looks very strong. I'm happy with it. You know, everyone, again, we need to see more in-hand pics. It's hard to make it a definitive determination as of now. But I think reviews will be up pretty shortly. Mine hasn't even shipped yet. I think, like I said, maybe early July. I don't know when first batch, like after the sort of influencer VIP batch will ship, but I would assume it would be over the next couple months. Hopefully they're getting faster with that because I do understand the frustration. But guys, I mean, like, look at that. That's still really good. I mean, let's not panic yet. Let's pause that panic button just a little bit till we see some more. If you think it's a downgrade, that's reasonable. But I think we need to sometimes we did this with not me, but some of us did this with Batman. I did this with Pennywise, right? We do this with Hot Toys all the time. So I think it's very reasonable to say like, hey, we need to see some reviews. Let's wait for some reviews to hit and make it a judgment, because I think this looks great. The hair is going to require a little bit of styling for sure, but I think that looks fantastic. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any content like this. Guys, that's pretty much it. Again, that's a very vanilla pose, and it still looks good to me. It could use a little bit more dynamism, I would say. Nothing like where he's got to be fighting. You could do that if you want, but something a little more with some more personality. And even then, this looks good. So I'm really excited for this. I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks great. I can't wait to get it and review it and get it set up. Hopefully the scabbard and the belt is easy. Who knows though? I'm not great with assembling stuff. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. See you later. Bye.